Be blessed by the divine. Thank you, Professor V.K. Usha Madam, for conducting Shanti meditation. That was really an enchanting one. Be blessed by the divine. Dear Sky intellectuals, I extend my heartiest welcome to all of you to the simplified Kundalini meditation and spiritual discourse in English, which has been organized by the World Community Service Center, IT team, Aliar. You are the hope, the forebearers of tomorrow. You are up for a breathing journey towards the consciousness. All your presence makes us feel almost happy and blissful. Every nation has a message to deliver, a mission to fulfill, a destiny to reach. The mission of India has been a guiding humanity. Our country, which has been a home to rishis and sages and many for many centuries in the past, has been in the forefront in the field of spirituality also. These great souls have left behind a treasure house of spiritual information for the coming generations. Such is our country, prosperous India. To highlight about this, we have Senior Professor R. Serma Selvaraj, sir, from Chennai with us tonight. We welcome you, sir. Senior Professor R. Serma Selvaraj, sir, has pursued his BSc, MA, BL. Sir was initiated into the sky system in the year 1994. He became a sky master in the year 1995 Community Service Center, headquarters from 1995 to 1996. Sir is rendering his exuberant selfless service as Joint Director, WCSC Smart, Treasurer, WCSC Kanchipuram Zone, Trustee of Krompet Radhanagar Sky Trust, Chief Advisor of Vedatri Maharishi Simplified Meditation Center, Kuluwang, Malaysia. Professor has rendered his divine service in Singapore and Malaysia Sky Centers from 1996 to 2010. Sir is conducting Sky Yoga classes outside India, such as Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka. It is my privilege and honor to invite Senior Professor R. Serma Selvaraj sir to deliver his speech on the topic Prosperous India. Here we go with our professor. Be blessed by the divine. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். Be blessed with the divine. May the whole world enjoy happy and peacefulness. My salutations to all the Siddhas who have dedicated their lives to the upliftment of mankind. And I salute our great Guru, Arutandai Vedatri Maharishi, who leads us with his divinity. Dear the wisest scholars, those who with the divine character of love and compassion, I salute and bless all of you. வாழ்க வளமுடன். Thanks to the WCC IT team to give this opportunity to learn. Madam Jamuna Mani gave a good introduction for this topic, Prosperous India. The great saints who lived in India, living in India, leads us for the good liftment of the mankind. One of the great saint, our Guru, Vedatri Maharishi, he called himself as a world citizen. Even though he called him as a world citizen, by birth he is in India. So any person, they have soft corner with their birthplace. So Swamiji think about our country and he wrote a book, Prosperity of India. This topic, the speech going to given in the base of the book. So when I was working in Singapore, I wonder why our country, India, is look like poor country, and why the Singapore looks like grown country. There is a question within my mind. Today, I saw the dollar value of Singapore equivalent to Indian money. So one Singapore dollar equal to 55.37 Indian rupees. Once upon a time, one Singapore dollar is equal to 1 rupees. But now one Singapore dollar is equal to 55 Indian rupees. Why this much of difference? I served in the Singapore about 14-15 years. The country very small, but the discipline is very high. The people lived very happily. There is no issues for the people dealing with the government officers. The tax in the Singapore is only 7%. GST in Singapore is 7%. But in our country, it is up to 28%. Singapore don't have any natural resources. Even the drinking water also, they buy from other countries like Malaysia and Indonesia. There is no anything growing like plants, paddy, nothing. Everything is from other country. All are imported. But in our country, we have many natural resources. We have paddy field, we have wheat field, we have gold field, we have uranium, we have copper, we have all the minerals. All the wealth is all over our country. The natural resources is very high in our country. But in Singapore, nothing, don't have anything. In this condition, now the position of the, just a compare. The Singapore is a grown country. India is growing country. Still we are growing. Why it's happening? All the wealth is all over our country. Like a rivers, forest, everything is in our country. But why? So we have to analyze in the way of Maharishi. Before we go to the today's India, we have to know the preamble of India. Our preamble, our constitution is very good, great. One of the best constitution in the world is our constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens the justice in the social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So our preamble is very great, one of the best in the world. But is it applied? Is our justice is equal to everyone? I don't think so. In Tamil song, வாழ்வோர்கள் போடும் ஆழ்வோர்கள் போடும் சட்டங்கள் யாவும் காசுள்ள பக்கம் பாயாதடா. The people who make the laws will not go near to the people, those who have wealthy. காசுள்ளவங்கட்ட போகாது. So the justice is equal to everyone in India, But our preamble say our justice must equal to everyone, but actually not. Liberty of thought, expression of belief, faith and worship is equal to everyone, supposed to be, but don't think so. The fraternity, the sahodaratvam, we say sahodaratvam, fraternity, it should be equal all over our nation. From Tamil to Punjabi, Bihari, Odisha, Mumbai, whatever the region is different, no problem, but we are citizens of India. We are all brothers and sisters. Is it happening? I don't think so. So, our preamble is great, but it is not applied. So, how to solve this? The prosperity of India, the prosperous of India, the India's prosperous. Prosperous means wealthy. How we can say wealthy country? The prosperity of a land is reflected in the people who live there. If the people is living with the prosperity, then only we say the India is prosperity. So the prosperity of our country is the prosperity of every individual of the citizen. So, but in our country, present situation is, in one side, people have billions, trillions of money. The other side, not even have food for every day. So the poverty is there. The squalor and lack of hygienic, illiteracy, superstitions, anarchy, corruption, incapability, lot of problems. All the problems all over our country. Maharishi always told those people who give food for God, give milk for God, give money for God, give jewels for God. These all are look like, I don't know how to say that. Swamiji says, God don't have body and intestine. உடலும் குடலும் இல்லாத கடவுளுக்கு என்னத்தை தர போறீங்க பார் சாமிஜி. God don't have body and intestine. Then what he need from you? The whole universe is belong to the divine. You are not the superpower to give food to the God. This is all superstitions have to be eradicated. And the changes in the culture with proper discipline should be enforced. The culture is from the Tamil word kalacharam, kalai kuttal acharam. The art must be moral art. The art must be moral, and by that our habits, our customs should be the moral way. The spiritual way is only the way to make the country better, but if the people of the country don't have food, don't have clothing, and don't have shelter, even the basic requirements also not fulfilled, then how they can think about the spiritual? So spiritual awareness is not possible in the absence of the basic requirements like food, clothing, and shelter. So awareness is possible only when people are healthy and financially secure. Now I am doing service, full-time service, without expecting anything from the society. I rendering my service to the society through WCC because I have financially secure, because I was worked in Singapore for 14 to 15 years. So it is not possible to everyone. But according to Swamiji, his plans, every person in the world can be fulfilled with the food, clothes, and shelter as long as they live. If the government gives the secure to live in the world without problem, then everyone in the world would be good and they will do the service to the society. So actually our political setup is good. Actually our political setup also good. According to our political setup, all the citizens have the rights to speak, to write, to learn, to study, to work. So our political setup is very good. But all the laws have the holes, loopholes. So all the big rats can escape from the laws, and they rule the country in different way. So the powers vested in the government, parliament, and judiciary, and their responsibilities are very good actually. The link between the government and the people should be good. That is called Jananayagam, a democracy. But in our government, there are many deficiencies according to our Swamiji. In the politics, in the society, the economics, morality, they everywhere got the deficiencies. One time when I was talking to my friend, I say, in Singapore is like this, our India is like this. So I want to enter the politics to make good changes for our country. Normally Swamiji says, good people should be in the governance. So I told my friend, I want to enter the politics. Then my friend say, hey, don't, no. You are doing good service in the Manavalakalai, Sky Yoga. You continue this service. Don't go to the politics, because politics is dirty. If you go politics, you will become dirty also. So don't go politics. Is it like that? Once upon a time in the politics, all the people in the politics are very good persons. So our country is, when growing time, all the good persons make our country uplift. Now, our country is on the way to the grown country, but we say the politics is dirty, but all the good people don't want to enter the politics. Then how can you clean the society? How can you make the economics balance? How to make the society in moral life? If we want to clear the deficiencies, we are the person who enter the society, we have to service without expecting anything. Even though the basic requirements are also not fulfilled. The basic requirements, what? Hunger, thirst, changes in the climate, excretory needs, this all the needs we have to fulfill. And also we have to get the protection from the accidents, natural disasters, and enmity of others. These 6 are very basic needs. This also not fulfilled, because our economic is now very going very down. So economic consists of manufacture, conservation, utilization, and enjoying the commodities. How the economics now, like now our economic is combined with the politics. The system, politics is a system that makes proper, efficient, and successful use of the economy of your country. It is a good political system. But what happened? Politics and economics help the individual to take care of his needs and live a peaceful life. So without politics, without economics, we could not live in the world. But the present position of our country is economic. Wow. Many people in poverty and economic inequalities. Like many people are very rich, many people are very poor. Poor become poorer and poorer, richer become rich and richest. Problems between the management and the workers, inflation and raising of costs. These are all the problems. Excessive of tax burden, unemployment, corruption, and increased public expenditure. The poverty and economic inequalities, what is the reasons? Ignorance and inexperience. Mounting of needs. Accumulation of wealth in the hands of few. Increase in the rent, monthly installments, profits, duties, and taxes. Unnecessary people who work in the IT field, even they don't have house or car parking, they buy an Enfield bike for 2 lakhs rupees and they buy the car for 10 lakhs rupees in the EMI system and just left over on the street. For what? They don't know the value. There is no value education. The problems between the management and workers are higher. The salary to the workers are very, very minimum. The meager salary paid to the workers is insufficient to meet their needs. In some place, some works, they get more money. In some work, they get very minimum money. So because of that, the workers have the strikes, shutdowns, on account of ill feelings and tension between the management and the workers bring down the production. So inflation and rising the costs, because of that also, one side is not enough food, shelter, and dress. And another side, large scale of production of fancy items like lipstick, like all the cosmetics. Losses of account of the preoccupation with the production of fancy goods instead of the basic requirements. Many fancy items are product more. Then they market into the country like biggest population in the world like India and China. So who is expenses in maintaining a police force and army? Man, huge expenses for the army and police. So this all many problem in our country. Overheads, judicial expenses. The judicial expenses very high, and also the judiciary is not get in time. Some cases is in like many years, 50 years, 90 years. The judiciary also failed. So cost of maintaining an army is also high. Unemployment is also high. Corruptions and increased public spending. Oh, everywhere corruption. If you go to the register office, register your house, register your land, without corruption, you will not get registered your land. Without corruption, without bribe, everywhere. So, rule of the present parties paves the way for mounting corruption. This is the present economic situation of India. It can be corrected only through a total change in the basic approach. Good schemes and the boldness to implement them are need of the day. Maharishi say can be an emergency, also can be applied to change this. So we have to economic reforms. Talent and work should be appreciated, but now unappreciated. A good portion of all income remains in the hands of a few. So what we have to do? Swamiji gives some solutions. All land should be nationalized, not privatized. Now everything is going privatism. Swamiji say all land should be nationalized. Factories, commercial establishments, and buildings should be nationalized. Banks, currencies, shares, and worldwide commerce should be nationalized. And we have to form a national social security trust should be founded. Natural resources and men should be looked on as common property. Every man is a common property. All the natural resources are common property. So if every man is common property, every man get everything. Agriculture lands, houses, commerce, and factories should be treated as common property. There is no individual property to anyone. Income over certain limits will go to the government. What you have the food, shelter, and clothes. Other than that, if more income, it goes to the government and it will be distributed to everybody. Taxes should be made reasonable. A fund for return of the capital should be established. A fund for meeting the cost of wear and tear of the equipment should be established. So that tax structure also, Swamiji say, profits from the factories and commercial establishments should be deposited with the National Social Security Trust or shared with the workers. It is not goes to the individuals, any individuals. Income of the individuals having been worked out, excess income should be transferred to the government. Taxes can be avoided. So if like that, there is no tax. Whatever you earn, whatever you can use it. Other than that, it will goes to the National Social Security Trust or the government. Court cases will come to end when lands and other property are nationalized. If everything becomes nationalized, no need the court. Cost of the judiciary is bound to decrease. Salary should be uniform. In Australia, the doctor and the normal worker, the salary is not much difference. It is very wondering. In our country, the doctor earns per month maybe many lakhs, but the normal people, even 10,000 rupees per month also still have. But in Australia, the normal people who work in roadside and the doctor, there's no much difference of earnings. So salary should be uniform and keeping with the skills and work of the individuals. Normally we say doctor is a good work, the sweeper is very low. No, don't say like that. Sweeper is more important than the doctor. If the sweeper is a good worker, if we sweep the street and everything clean, we no need to go to the doctor. So the sweeper is more important than the doctor. So working hours should be decreased. The basic needs of every individual, including the unemployed, should be solved. For example, if we are working 8 hours, nowadays many people working 12 hours. For example, IT field, they say 24/7. So the working hours have to decrease, so many people can share the work. So this is how to solve the unemployment. Sharing the skills and labor. Working hours can be reduced to 7 per day, establishing the more industries. The National Social Security Trust becomes a guardian of wealth. Salaries will be improved, taxation will be made simple, unemployment problem is solved, overheads in the factories and the legal establishments will be reduced. All the assets become common properties. So this all the economic reform given by Swamiji. Then Maharishi gives social reforms. In the society, two types of people: those with an income, those without income. Without income, who are the without income? The children, the elder, and the people of inabilities. So fixing the salary to everyone, and the remaining amount, the money, will take care of child care and education, taking care of the sick and the aged people, for maintenance, for defense purpose, to meet unforeseen expenses like natural calamities. So children are the future citizens of our country. So everyone should have educated. So education should be free and the child provided with opportunities to learn any subject of his choice. Nowadays, every year, we see in the newspaper, this student suicide because he used to study doctor, but unable to get the seat, he suicide himself, herself. So what Maharishi say, education should be free and the child provided with the opportunity to learn any subject of his choice. Children are the assets of the society. So they should remain with their parents till the age of 10. So up to the 10 years old, the children can live with their parents. After that, they will be admitted to schools with the hostel facilities, like with the guidance of the good scholars. So they will be provided with the primary education between the ages 5 to 10. After this, they will be admitted to a junior courses where they study up to the age of 15. They will do a senior courses between the ages of 16 and 20. And they will undergo compulsory military training at the age of 21. In Singapore, every Singapore citizen and permanent residents, the male candidates, should go for military training for 2 years, compulsory. When they attain the age of 18, they have to go for the military training for 2 years. So similarly, Maharishi said they will undergo compulsory military training at the age of 21. From the age of 22, Maharishi said 1 year for military training. From the age of 22, they will be permitted to specialize in a subject of their choice. Whatever they want to study, they can study. So in the study, the education, the syllabus will be comprised of physical and mental, and ideal for bringing out all the talents inside them. So besides enabling him to understand the means and the purpose of the life, they have to understand the purpose of the life. Then they have to learn all the education like writing skills, trade skills, understanding the philosophy of nature, good behavior, that like moral education. So everybody have to learn the basic things. These 4 things is compulsory. So basic reading and writing skills should be imparted besides his mother tongue. Everybody have the own mother tongue. We speak Tamil, some speak Telugu, some speak Kannada, Hindi, whatever mother tongue. It is must. And they have to learn the national language. Now we say Hindi. Even though Hindi not considered as a national language, Hindi is, whether we like or not, today's national language is Hindi. So we have to learn the national language, and also we have to learn the world language, which is English. Swamiji's very good philosophy must blossom all over the world. If it is going to happen, everybody have to learn to present in English. Now I am struggling to speak in English, right? I am struggling to speak in English, but Madam, just now Uma ma'am and Jamuna Mani ma'am, they all speak very good English. They have to go all over the world to spread our Swamiji's philosophy. So all our professors have to speak in English, learn properly to deliver our Swamiji's speaking, Swamiji's theory and philosophy. Then only the world peace will be prevailed. So we have to learn the world language like English. So we have to improve our general subjects like history, geography, literature, physics, chemistry, biology will be also taught. So military training is 1 year. So understanding the philosophy of nature, knowing about the spirit is called spirituality. We have to know the spiritual language. It is very important. Without knowing the spiritual language, we will not lead the good moral life. So spiritual is very important. So good academic and spiritual education transform the students into the upright citizens. Their experiences make them ready to serve mankind. This is very important. If we not trained by our Manavalakalai, I don't think I'm being like this. Maybe I am different person. So Manavalakalai is very important. Sky is very important for the humanity. So we have to take care of the sick and aged people. Those who are unable to take care of themselves have to be looked after by the society. The country has to provide for them and help them spend their final days in peace. It is the bounden duty of the society to care of the aged and sick people. The society has to look after them with love by establishing good hospitality and old age homes. I went some old age homes. This look very, very, very bad. It is, some places is very good. They are struggling to maintain also. So the government have to take care. In Singapore, it is very planned. All the old citizens are taken care by the government. So the political reforms are essential. The basic rights of every individual should be safeguarded. Political organization has to be changed in accordance with the status as a republic. Any party, which Maharishi says, any party which feels the need for the reforms to be genuine should make it a part of their election promise and implement them after the elections. In their election manifesto, they have to say that we will do all the reforms which given by Swamiji. If any party implement that, we will support them. Maharishi say in the Valamana Bharadam Prosperity of India book. If not, if any party will not take our suggestions of the reforms to implement in a, even in the manifesto, if anybody, if no one, even one party not accept these reforms in their election manifesto, then Maharishi say, then we can start a organization to implement these reforms. It is not easy, but it will win, because Maharishi say it is true. So how to propaganda our reforms? By the flyers, by the speeches, by the media broadcast, by the movies and audio video tapes. So the poor, destitute, aged, sick and infirm should be benefited through the reforms. The president of the country should be get the brain trust, which Swamiji say the organization should lead the society. So it should be implemented by the members of the parliament. Declaring a state of emergency with the welfare of the country in mind is not an autocratic and anti-democratic act. Sometimes we have to implement the emergency also. So it should take care of law and order, collection of taxes, defense and foreign affairs. It should also take care of protecting the natural resources of the country. Education, healthcare, welfare of the aged and the sick, and social reforms have to done. So experts from the fields of medicine, psychology, economics, technology, and science should be members of the organization. The organization will take care of the needs of education and aged and sick and the infirm. So one time, one great person asked Swamiji, Swamiji, did you read the world history? Maharishi replied, no. I didn't read world history, but I know the history of the world. The history of the world is, the whole world is spoiled by the greedy economists, religious leaders who cultivate superstition, and fanatical politicians. These three persons spoiled the whole world. This is the world history, Maharishi replied. So, Swamiji say, all the responsible leaders in the world should have spiritual knowledge intuitionally. உலகில் உள்ள பொறுப்புடைய தலைவரெல்லாம் உயிரறிவை உள்ளுணர்வாய் பெறுதல் வேண்டும். All the responsible leaders in the world should have spiritual knowledge intuitionally. In other side, I am telling, the spiritual persons will become the responsible leader of the world. The spiritual persons will become the responsible leaders of the world. Thank you for the opportunity. Be blessed by the divine. வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Be blessed by the divine. Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring and interesting topic. And whatever you have quoted as per our Swamiji's dreams, definitely these policies or resolutions will come true as soon as possible, sir. You have taken so much of effort in explaining these to the normal people like us. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of all the listeners, we thank you for your enlightened words. Definitely, we would always enshrine in our hearts, sir, and follow the footprints of our Guru Sri Yogiraj Vedatri Maharishi. Dear participants, now the forum is open for discussion questions. We would like to request you to click on the raise hand button in your Zoom app to ask your questions to our professor. While you are preparing for your questions, we have few important announcements to make. Please emphasize all your near and dear ones to learn and practice Kayakalpa Yoga. You can easily learn Kayakalpa Yoga from your home by visiting the website kayakalpayoga.edu.in, or you can download the Android application. WCSC Vision for Wisdom is conducting online foundation courses and certified courses in Tamil, English, and Kannada. Please visit kundaliniyoga.edu.in to know in detail. Please refer your friends and relatives to join this course and let all get benefited by practicing the yogic technique given by our Guru. Our monthly journal, Anboli, is also available in the Android application. Get access to the premium content of our Guru Yogiraj Sri Vedatri Maharishi's speeches at a nominal subscription. Connect with us on Facebook and YouTube at Sky Yoga TV to listen to all the past speeches of our beloved professors for free. Karma Yoga principles of Vedatrium suggest donating 1% of your good income to the good causes of the society. As some of you are aware, these donations are not expenditures but they are investments. You get more than what you pay as good karma. We invite you to donate to the World Community Service Center either through the Unboli app or through our official website, that is veda3.edu.in. Section 80G exemptions are available for these donations. Now we will start the question and answer session. We request the participants to state the question directly to our professor. Be blessed by the divine. Sumita ma'am, you could please unmute yourself and ask your question.
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் ma'am. Please go ahead ma'am.
Chennai. Shall I ask in Tamil or I have to ask in English?
It's okay ma'am, you can carry with your Tamil.
Okay. Okay. For me, I have two doubts. One is Maharshi said children should learn at the age of 21 that they should be in military for 1 year at least. It is compulsory. He said no war also. So why need this military practices? I'm having that doubt. One is that. The next one, according to the education, some subjects he has given, science, geography, so many things. Whether history is needed or not.
Okay, Alkalamudan. First one is why need of the military. If you go through the world peace plans of Swamiji, the military is one world government military, not in every individual country's military. It is one world government military. So the military is protecting the people from the one, for example, some natural calamities. Also, the military can be used not for the war. The war should be vanished. So the military for protecting the people from many things. For example, suddenly some people, if any difference of opinions or difference, it become internal war also can be happen. So it is for just protecting the people. The military is one world government military. So it is required. The military is not for war. It is for secure the people. Another one is I forget the question. Another one is
whether the subject history is needed or not.
Okay, history is whether need or not. It is better we know the history. So if we know the history, then only we can know how to live and how we should not live. So history also need.
Okay, we should erect that wrong one and we have to pick the right one. But
yes.
Right histories will also be there. But for us, they have given more war and occupying those things.
Even though the bad things also you can learn. So we can learn that, and then we should not do that.
Yeah.
I'm always say, for example, if you listen my speech, you can learn from me how can speak and how should not speak. If I speak wrongly, then you can learn from me how should not speak also.
No, from today I learned at which age also we can try anything. I learned from you like that. Okay, not about we need not to consider about any language. I'm also not like that. Before coming to this Maharishi's this thing, I'm also afraid to speak in English and so many things. I have so many unwanted fears are there. After coming to this Valhavalamudan, so many fears are gone, but it is the age is not matters. Today I learned from you at whatever the age we can learn anything, we can try anything. The life is trial and error, nothing else. We can enjoy anything at whatever age. That I learned from you, sir. So
Yes, yes.
I enjoyed your speech. The topic is very good. I'm expecting this topic for so many days because. It is a fire from the words may be in English, but the fire came from you. I heard that. I'm so happy to hear your speech. I heard that the speech given by you is a special for me. So
Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, thank you.
Be blessed by the divine. Thank you, Sumita ma'am, for your question, and thank you, sir, for answering. We request Raja Raman, sir. Could you please unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, Rajaram from Chennai. Good evening, Sharma sir.
Walgamudan.
You have given a very wonderful and effective, informative speech. Philosophy taken from Vedatrium, 14 principles. You are dealt with one world federal governments, all aspects initiated by Vedanta Maharishi. Very glad to hear all these things. My doubt is, according to one philosophy you have quoted, uniform salary should be given to all. One aspect based on skill and efficiency. When you look into skill and efficiency, how can I fix the salary to uniform? Please clarify, sir.
Walgamudan. So, it is Maharishi uniform salary is during the initial stage of the reform. So suddenly we cannot change everything. So initial stage, we give the uniform salary according to their work. But the final thing is, nobody have any properties to own them. According to Swamiji, 10 feet in 10 feet room for a couple. Only 10 feet in 10 feet room for a couple, and all others not belong to them. Even the 10 square feet, 10 feet, 10 feet also not own to them. They just can live in the room as a couple. And everything should be taken care by the National Social Security Trust. So all over in the one world government, everybody, they have to work 6 hours, they have to sleep 8 hours, then they enjoy their life like visiting places for 6 to 8 hours. The other hours they have to serve the country, so serve the world, serve to the society. So the ultimate aim is there is no individual ownership to anything. So everybody here in the world, in the earth, to enjoy the blossoms of the earth. So nobody have the individual rights to own the earth. This is what philosophy of Swamiji, which is called socialism. So the initial stage, suddenly we cannot change this. So Swamiji slowly reforms the economics, political and religious reforms, then slowly to this level, socialism level. So the initial stage should not have the more difference. You see what I quoted in the Australia, for example, a roadside working man get the salary of monthly $2,000. The doctor maybe earn $3,000 only. In that, the doctor may give more taxes than the roadside man. So totally the salary is about equal. So down there, the people, there is no very fighting for the job, fighting for the education. No, everything available there. So this is what examples, present examples, like small reforms can be changed a lot. So Maharishi's reforms, surely the world peace prevail another 90 years according to Swamiji. So we are going towards that. So the equal salaries is initial stage. The final stage is there is no salary at all. Everything you can enjoy. You can go all over the world. Everywhere you can get the job. everywhere you can enjoy the world, everywhere you visit the place. This is what Swamiji's wisdom, vision, all Kalamudan.
Okay, sir. Thank you for elaborated reply. Linking philosophy of 14.14 point philosophy Vedatrium. Thank you very much. Be blessed with divine.
All Kalamudan.
Thank you, Raja Raman sir, and thank you, Professor sir, for answering very in detail. Thank you, sir, for answering our question and sharing your divine insights with us. Though your language,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your opportunity. Thank you, all
thank you
Kalamudan.
so much, sir. Dear Sky meditators, let us all put our minds together to bless our professor. Please come to meditative state by focusing your mind on the Durya Chakra. Senior Professor Serma Selvarajan sir, be blessed by the divine. His good health, be blessed by the divine. His loving family, be blessed by the divine. His divine by the divine. Let us all bless Professor V.K. Usha Madam for conducting Shanti meditation. Professor V.K. Usha Ma'am, be blessed by the divine. Her good health, be blessed by the divine. Her loving family, be blessed by the divine. Her divine service, be blessed by the divine. Thank you so much, professors, for joining us tonight. Please keep enlightening us with such more interesting and valuable messages. Giving is not just about making a donation, it is about asking a difference. And giving is the greatest act of noble cause. Dear donators, thank you so much for your great generosity. We, the World Community Service Center, greatly appreciate your donations made and your sacrifices. Your support helps us to further mission our spreading Vedatrium to the whole world. By the grace of the divine bliss, may you and your family enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, peace, prosperity, fame, and wisdom. Be blessed by the divine. We are happy to bring the online programs live from the Alia Temple of Consciousness tomorrow. Morning 5:15 a.m. We will have 9 center meditation in Tamil conducted by Hosur Zone along with WCSE IT department. 6 a.m. we will have simplified physical exercises demonstration in Tamil. 7 a.m. we will be having 9 center meditation in English. By 11 a.m. we will have speech in Tamil on the topic Marutuvamum Davamum by Professor Dr. Davamani from Sharjah. Evening programs 5:45 p.m. we will have meditation in Tamil by conducted by Hosur Zone along with WCSE IT department. 6:30 p.m. there will be a re-telecast of morning Tamil speech. 7:30 p.m. we will have Panchendriya meditation in Hindi by Professor G.R. Sita Lakshmi from Chennai. 8 p.m. there will be a speech in Hindi on the topic relief from mental stress. We request you to share this program, invite with your friends and relatives. Let everyone take part in this spiritual journey. We thank our beloved President Padma Shri Arunidhi SKM Mailanandan sir for his leadership, guidance, and entire support. See you all tomorrow with an Till then, be safe, meditate, practice our Kundalini Yoga, and stay healthy. This is Jamuna Mani from the World Community Service Center, IT team, Aliar. Let us conclude the program with the invocation of the world peace. May the world be blessed with plenty of rain. The farmers work to produce an abundance of grain. Let the practitioners of all trades prosper, flourish, and grow, and culture progress through the need to share and grow. Let the rules be beyond feelings of anger and fear, illiteracy, poverty, and all evils made to disappear. Let the true lamp of knowledge burn steady and bright. Our sense of duty guide us along paths always right. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Have a good night. Valga Valamudan.